Across Africa, the harvest is more than a season. It is a celebration of survival, gratitude, community, and memory. From the forests of West Africa to the highlands of East Africa, harvest festivals mark the sacred moment when the earth gives back. But these festivals are not just about food. They are about identity. They are about spirituality. They are about the deep connection between people, land, and ancestors. In Africa, harvest is not only an agricultural event. It is a spiritual conversation between humans, nature, and the unseen world. Before the arrival of modern calendars, African societies measured time by the rhythm of the earth. In many communities, the king or the oldest man performs the first ritual. He offers the new yam to the ancestors. The New Yam Festival symbolizes one powerful idea: gratitude before consumption, acknowledgement before enjoyment. Before the arrival of modern calendars and mechanized agriculture, African societies measured time by the rhythm of the earth. The planting season was a time of hope, the growing season was a time of patience, and the harvest season was a time of thanksgiving. Across the continent, the success of the harvest was never seen as a human achievement alone. It was believed to be the result of harmony. Harmony between humans and the land, between the living and the ancestors, between the physical world and the spiritual realm. In many African traditions, the earth is not an object. It is a living presence, a mother, a provider, a sacred trust. And so, when the harvest comes, it is not just crops that are gathered. Gratitude is gathered. Community is gathered. Identity is gathered. Harvest festivals, therefore, become moments of collective memory, reminding people of where they come from, who they are, and what sustains them. In parts of West Africa, especially among the Igbo and Yoruba, one of the most important harvest celebrations is the New Yam Festival. Known as Iri-ji among the Igbo or Odun Ijesu among the Yoruba, it is a sacred ritual marking the beginning of the harvest. Before the festival, no one is allowed to eat the new yam. The first harvest belongs to the gods and the ancestors. The yam is more than food. It is a symbol of wealth and strength. To be a yam farmer was once a mark of great prestige. The festival brings together dance, music, and masquerades. Old disputes are settled. Communities renew their bonds. It teaches a powerful idea: gratitude before consumption, acknowledgement before enjoyment. Nothing should be taken without first giving thanks. In Ghana, among the Ga people of Accra, another harvest celebration tells a different but equally powerful story. It is called Homowo, a word that means hooting at hunger. But why would a festival mock hunger? The answer lies in history. Centuries ago, the Gye people faced a terrible famine. Crops failed. Food was scarce. Communities struggled to survive. But through resilience, unity, and new farming techniques, they overcame the famine. And when the harvest finally returned, they celebrated not just food, but victory over hardship. During Homowo, families prepare a special dish made from maize and palm oil. They sprinkle portions of it on the ground as an offering to the ancestors. It is a gesture of remembrance, a way of saying, "We survived because of you." The festival symbolizes the triumph of hope over despair. Homowo is a lesson in resilience. It symbolizes the power of community in times of crisis, a reminder that we are sustained by our unity and our history. In southern Africa, among the Zulu people, the harvest season is marked by the first fruits festival, known as Umkosto. This ceremony is deeply tied to kingship, spirituality, and national unity. The king would taste the first fruits on behalf of the people, offering them to the ancestors. It showed that leadership was not just political, it was spiritual. The king was not only a ruler, but a bridge between the living and the ancestors. He asked for continued protection for the land and the people. The festival involved dances, displays of strength, and communal celebrations. It was a time to reaffirm loyalty, identity, and cultural pride. The First Fruits Festival symbolized a simple but powerful truth: that the health of the land and the health of the nation were inseparable. Across Africa, one common thread runs through harvest festivals: the presence of the ancestors. In many African worldviews, the ancestors are not gone. They are simply in another realm, watching, guiding, protecting. Harvest festivals become moments of communication between worlds. Libations are poured, food is offered, Prayers are spoken. These acts are not superstition. They are expressions of continuity. They remind the living that they are part of a long chain, a chain that stretches into the past and into the future. To harvest is to acknowledge those who farmed the land before you. To eat is to remember those who once fed you. The harvest is a bridge of memory, connecting the labor of the past with the nourishment of the present. The land is a legacy passed down through spirits who still linger in the rustle of the leaves and the richness of the soil. We are never alone in our gratitude. Harvest festivals are also social institutions. They regulate time, they settle conflicts, they redistribute wealth. In many traditional societies, the harvest was the heartbeat of the community. The harvest season was the time when the wealthy shared with the poor. No one was meant to go hungry after a successful harvest. It was a sacred duty to ensure the survival of all. Festivals became moments of social balance. Disputes were resolved, marriages were arranged, alliances were renewed. It was a time of profound reconciliation. The harvest was not just about crops, it was about harmony, a collective celebration of life, unity, and the bonds that hold a society together. In the sharing of the first fruits, we find the ultimate expression of Ubuntu, the belief that we are who we are because of each other. Today, Africa is changing. Cities are growing, farms are becoming mechanized, and many people are far removed from the soil. Yet, the harvest festivals remain. They are celebrated in villages and cities in Africa and across the diaspora, from London to Lagos, from New York to Nairobi. Because these festivals are not just about food, they are about memory, they are about identity, they are about belonging. They remind people that no matter how modern the world becomes, human survival still depends on the same sacred cycle: planting, waiting, and harvesting. In every drumbeat, in every dance step, in every shared meal, African harvest festivals carry an ancient message. Give thanks, honor the land, remember the ancestors, and celebrate the gift of life. The harvest is not just the end of a season, but the beginning of our continuous story.